It has been 50 years since I, Azuka Midoriya, now known as Darth Deku, have become a Dark Lord and a #1 hero. Even as a Sith, I wouldn't allow myself to stray away from the goal. No, the dream I've wanted ever since I was a child. The heroes and civilians, well, they don't agree with most of my methods, but they both love and respect me, while the villains fear me, and they have every right to. Ever since they took her away from me, I was filled with rage so strong. It finally brought my master right to me, who trained me to be the next heir to his title. But now, I am old and powerful, and my sons and daughters are now the ones who lead my crusade against villains. But I believe I've said too much, so we shall start this story from the beginning.
What's good, folks? It's Dark Dre 19 and we're back to another What If. Yes, I know that is Sasuke on the screen you see there, but that is Deku. And he will not be having no Sharingan or anything. He's not in Uchiha, that's just Deku. He just kind of looks like Sasuke. Because I couldn't find a picture that would like. So I just, got with this one. So, this What If is, as you probably read the title, is What If Deku was the Sith Ari Part 1. Basically, the Sith Ari is just the Sith Lords, the dark side's version of the Chosen One. Okay. So we start this story with Inko in the hospital, who is in labor, ready to give birth to our Izuku. The only problem is that Inko knows that she's a virgin and doesn't really know how she got pregnant in the first place. So, when Deku was finally born and out of his mother, he was not crying. He was more of a calm state, a calm state of mind, and his eyes were yellow. This kind of freaked the doctors out, thinking that it might be a mutation quirk, and they press Inko if she's sure that she haven't gotten with somebody or anything like that, as Inko keeps saying that she's saying that no, she hold up, sorry, but Inko saying no, she's never been with anyone, And so she just don't know how she got pregnant, which is just really strange to the doctors. Yeah, so Inko never really thought about being a mother, but when she held her son Deku, she was just filled with joy. So much joy at that point where she just didn't care how she got pregnant. She just loves her boy Deku. So the doctors just pretty much forget about it, and they allow Inko to take her child. Okay, yeah, it's been over. Like, let's time skip. It's been over a few years, and Deku's life has been a little different from canon. And what I mean is that he's able to do abilities that most kids his age shouldn't do. For some reason, he's able to, lift heavy objects or whatever with his mind. Shoot lightning from his fingertips and all. Fingertips and all, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. In Deku's eyes, he believes that he already unlocked his quirk. And Inko is pretty happy at the fact that it seems that he has a quirk similar to hers. So, and at school, everyone thinks his powers are quite amazing, as they would always find the heaviest objects. They see if he can lift it, and he always does with ease. Cars, trucks, boulders, etc. You know what I'm saying? There was even like this one time where, let's say there was a earthquake or whatever at school, but no one got hurt or even died because when the roof was about to cave in and fall on them, Deku used his quote unquote quirk. He'll know what it is soon. His quote unquote quirk, using it to lift the building, keeping it from crushing everyone. So yeah, Deku is pretty much praised at school, as he does kind of like it, but he doesn't really. It's just something he doesn't much care for. He doesn't care for all the praise or anything like that. He just, he's just himself, chill. Bakugo, on the other hand, is just, he ain't cool with Deku. He just hates the fact that Deku seems to be extremely powerful. And even when Bakugo was able to unlock his quirk, his explosions does nothing to Deku, who even though Bakugo would shoot an explosion at Deku, Deku was just easily render it useless using his quirk to put up like a little field around him that that keeps the explosion away. And that keeps the explosion away, which just pisses off Bakugo. So yeah, Deku right now is 9, and over the year he has been training his powers, often usually meditating, where he would sometimes have like a dark aura and his yellow eyes would often glow as objects lift around him. For some reason, this darkness is just comforting for Deku. It feels natural, feels good, like he was always meant to be like this. But every time he meditates, it always feels like there's like some sort of level of strength and power that he feels, but he cannot reach it, which angers him. And not only that, sometimes when he meditates, he would often be in the presence of a dark figure who would reach out to Deku, but it would always disappear when it gets close to, which every time it disappears, Deku would wake up from his meditating, always wondering why he could never get close to the dark figure. But, putting those thoughts aside, Deku is at home, and his mother is calling to him to come downstairs because she's making dinner and she needs him to do something. As Deku quickly makes his way downstairs, he asks his mother what's wrong, as she noticed that she has ran out of some ingredients and she wants Deku to pick up some, spices and all at the grocery store. Inko isn't too worried about sending Deku by himself because he has proven that he is extremely smart and powerful. So he's more than capable to protect himself. So yeah. So another time skip to where Deku has got the ingredients, and he is returning home only to see his front door is open. The front door of his house is open. Deku, knowing that he locked it before he left. And as Deku steps into his house to find his mother, the only thing he finds is just a stranger in his house and his mother dead on the floor. Deku, seeing this tragedy, his rage and anger just starts to bubble up as the stranger pulls a gun on him and shoots Deku, but the bullets stop midair as Deku crushes the gun with his quirk, quote unquote quirk. And as his rage finally consumes him, electricity starting around Deku. And if y'all played Star Wars Unleashed 2, and you know that move that Star Killer does, where he, sucks in energy and, at the right time explodes. Which one of the Star Wars folks explained that technique is like a forbidden technique, that is extremely dangerous to use, that not even Palpatine would use. But yeah, Deku in his rage pretty much, absorbed all the energy in him, and when it's finally at its limit, his power explodes. Full of energy and lightning. Like the lightning, you can probably compare this lightning to Palpatine's lightning when he was destroying those ships in that shitty Rise of the Skywalker movie. And this legit destroys his house. Destroys everything, his house and everything, and leaving Deku in a crater. But all that rage Deku has produced finally caught the attention of someone who's been trying to reach out to Deku for a long time. And now she has pinpointed Deku's location, as she quickly makes her way to Deku. Using, just making her way there quickly on her little speeder bike or whatever shit. Only to find Deku knocked down in the crater, as she picks him up and leaves. So when Deku wakes up, he sees that he's in like a little room. As he gets out of bed wondering where he is, but ends up sensing a strong presence, a familiar one, as he makes his way to it and find himself in a room full of artifacts. So you have found my treasure room, my son. As Deku turns around happy, thinking the female voice he hears is his mother, but was disappointed to see it was not. Deku looks to her saying, pretty much saying like, "Who the hell are you?" As the lady says, "Oops. My name is Darth Venus, a Dark Lord of the Sith, and I am also your mother." As Deku's pretty much, he's like, "You're not my mother. My mother is dead." It's like, "Yes, that's true, but I have formed you into that woman." As Deku, "Formed me? Wait, are you a dude?" As, "No, listen. The power you wield is not a quirk. It's called the Force. It's the power. It's a power that I myself wield and use to create you." And if you're wondering where I got an idea like that the dark side is used to create you, Well, I got it from when, like, some comic where Darth Plagueis and Palpatine was, try to manipulate the what them things called, the midichlorians or whatever, to create like their perfect Sith or whatever. But the Force saw that as a offense, and it pretty much created Anakin. But back to the story. Back to this, as the woman explains that I created you in that woman. You, the Sith Ari. As Deku confused, saying, the Sith Ari? She's like, yes, the Sith Ari, the true ruler of the Sith. Many other Sith Lords don't believe in that prophecy many other Sith Lords don't believe in the prophecy of the Sith chosen one, but I do. As she gets on one knee, please, my lord, allow me to teach you everything I know. Long have I waited to be with my son and help him not achieve any desire he may have, but also see him kill the fake emperor and rule this world that rightfully belongs to him. Kill the fake emperor? Like murder him? Are Sith evil? Yes, most of us are, but it shouldn't matter to you because you've already killed. Deku just thinks to himself as he says, I wanted to be a hero, but you're asking me to do something that goes against that. My lord, please, killing someone who has wronged you doesn't mean you can't be a hero. And besides, the people you're killing are evil. Well, aren't you a Sith? Sith and evil? Why would you want me to kill your own? As the lady, as Venus says, well, besides wanting to put the rightful emperor on his throne, I will personally get the utmost pleasure of watching my son kill those I once called friends. As she just smiles in a creepy way, as Deku thinks to himself and says, fine, if you will help me achieve a power greater than what I already have, and if this power is able to get me MUA, then I will kill this fake emperor and any Sith or villain that gets in my way. Then the training begins, Darth Venus says. So, over the years, Venus has trained Izuku in all aspects of the Force, leaving nothing out, absolutely nothing out. She ain't Palpatine. She's not gonna punk Vader. She's not gonna punk Deku like Palpatine did to our boy Anakin. she's not. She made sure to get everything, as she helped. She taught Deku many of her force abilities, and helped him in bleeding his own kyber crystal, as you see his lightsaber on the screen. As she's also been giving Izuku both Sith and Jedi artifacts that will teach him force abilities that she herself don't know. This pretty much makes Deku as powerful as the ancient Sith Lord Tulak Horde. Look him up if you don't know who I'm talking about. It's Tulak Horde, Tullakhord, Tulak Horde. So while Deku was doing his training over the years, on the outside world, no one knows what happened to Izuku or his mother. The police was able to find 2 bodies there. Izuku's mother and the random stranger. But they couldn't find Izuku's body. Bakugo thinks that Deku is dead and is just happy about that, as he felt that Izuku was a threat to him becoming the #1 hero. But that's been happening what's outside. So yeah, Deku is now, let's say 15. Yeah, 15. I'm gonna say it's 15. And Deku has finally learned everything that Venus had to teach him. And she's now given Deku the title of Darth. The title of Darth, naming him Darth Deku. And personally, I think that fits. I mean, just say to yourself a few times, Darth Deku. Just say it to yourself for a few times. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good. I don't know. To me, it sounds good. But yeah. Deku pretty much has 3 months before UA starts. So Venus has decided to send Deku after one of the fake Emperor's generals, who has a station here on Earth, a secret station on Earth. And as Venus she's no ordinary Sith Lord. She's actually on one of the councils. Like, she's on, there's a Sith Lord version of the council, and she's one of them. But she left a long time ago because none of them believe that. Not one of them wanted to believe that the Emperor who sits on the throne doesn't truly belong there, that it belongs to the Sith Ari. So yeah, she pretty much left and find out a way that the story is only created is similar to the chosen one of the Jedi. So she decided to, create her own. And the results were Deku. So, using the old information she has as a Sith Council member, she pinpoints the location of the secret base and sent Deku there. So, at this station, it's just, full of workers, guards, and as the general, this is the general who is, also a Sith Lord, is just watching over things. As for some reason, alarms start blurring. Sorry, but yeah. Alarms start, alarms being turned on as they look at the camera feed, and as some of the cameras are being destroyed, and the cameras that are not destroyed, they are seeing it seems like a young man, a dark figure, is just easily pulling up, killing everyone there, no effort. As the general is kind of freaking out as he turns on one of the intercoms, is asking like, "What is going on down there?" As one of his soldiers are replying as, "We don't know, sir. Somebody just busted in and he's killing everyone." As the feed was cut out, and pretty much our boy Darth Tenno finally makes his way to the main office where the general is waiting for him. The general speaks like, "The hell are you?" As Izuku replies saying, "Your rightful ruler, Darth Deku. And if you kneel right now, I may show you mercy." As he pulls out his lightsaber, the general, looking towards Deku, saying, "Foolish boy, who do you think I am?" As he pulls out his lightsaber and charges at Deku. As, they pretty much have a lightsaber battle as the general is charging in, angry and all, as Deku is keeping a calm face, a calm figure, as man is, he just don't stand a chance. As Deku flipping all over the place, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, as the general is just getting angrier and angrier as the general tries to use the force lightning to shock Deku, as Deku legit just put up his hand in front of him, absorbing the lightning and force pushing the general out of a window. As Deku runs and jumps forward, landing on the ground with a force, landing on the ground with the force, force shockwave. as it blew the remaining guards away from Deku. As some of the guards who wasn't unconscious start shooting at Deku, but he's not even using his lightsaber to block. He's legit just dodging every single one of them as he makes his way to the general. But before he gets to the general, he runs. He force throws his saber, slicing off the heads of every guard there, and goes in for an attack on the general, who is just surprised about this kid's strength and how that the general can't find a way to break his defense, as the general does tries to sweep Deku's leg, as Deku falls. The general thinking that he's got him, but while Deku was falling in midair, he legit spins around, slicing the general's arm, which was holding the lightsaber, as he lands, firing a bolt of force lightning at the general, making him fly back, as Deku pulls him in with the force and just impales him with his lightsaber, easily killing him. As after that, killing the general, Deku kills every single person in the station except one, because he wants this soldier. As the soldier just has his hand up, like, please don't kill me. As Deku looks down at him, saying, fine, I won't kill you, but there's one thing I need you to do. I want you to go back to your masters and send them this message. The Emperor is back, and you either stand by my side or get crushed under my heel, but you will not stand in my way. That's the message I wanted to send to your fake emperor. As Deku leaves, and the guard runs away to whatever shuttle or escape pod or ship or whatever to send his message. As Deku goes back to his mother, Venus, as she's like, my lord, how was it? Quite fun, actually. The general, he wasn't much, but I can expect that from someone who's neither a council member nor Emperor's wrath. Eventually, you shall meet the Emperor's wrath one day, if you kill enough Sith and get the fake Emperor's attention. Fine. But right now, I must train. There's 3 months until UA happens, and I must be ready. As Deku goes back to his little dark room and meditates. Yeah, and the council and that the guard who still lives reports to the Sith council members and gave them the recordings of what they saw, of what happened, as the Sith council members are just shocked of this young man who is so powerful and so skilled with the lightsaber, easily defeating one of the generals. One of the council members are extremely pissed at this because that general was one of his apprentices. As he stands up saying, "My lord, please allow me to go after this Deku, so I can avenge my apprentice." As the emperor pretty much saying, "I will allow this. Dispose of this fake Sith." "Yes, my lord." As that man pretty much goes and takes his army with him. And I think this is where I'm gonna end this off, I appreciate y'all, for listening and all. Did y'all like this? I don't know. I think it's cool. But, besides all that, thanks for listening. Goodbye.